Welcome to Tron Identity. Hello, everybody. Hello, Izzer. Hello, Mosier. Thank you so much for that sub, Izzy. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate it. Waffles! Waffles. Hi, Waffles. Time for Smoochin.exe. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. It's a visual novel. Wait for
Damn
it.
it, Izzy, that's not helping.
You hear your kids gerbil. That's not good. Ember Lantern. Hello, Ember Lantern. Lurking back there. I see you. So we are... Oh, also, this is the awesome and the Australian awesome shirt. Anywho, Ember Lantern says, first thing I see is Izzy saying I'm helping. Yep, that's how that works. That's how that works. We are starting a new game. I think it's probably the first visual novel I've played on stream, and I've only played like one, maybe two other visual novels ever. So this is going to be interesting. Also, apparently there's a puzzle solving element to this game, and there is your choices have an effect on the ending that you get. There are multiple endings to the game. I have no idea how long of a game this is going to be, but it's Tron, so yes, please. That's generally how I feel about it. I've got my coffee. 4 minutes. It's not a 4-minute game, Ember Lantern. That would be a very short stream, and I would be a sad Skippy. Of course, if it crashes or runs into other difficulties, you know, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But that ending of Ribbon was fantastic. It was so much fun to play so much of that with Monkey Link Mega as well. Daggy, hello. Daggy says, according to How Long to Beat, it's about 2 hours. Really? Is it going to be a single stream game? That'll be interesting. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. If it is that fast, then so Ember Lantern and I are rescheduling our Satisfactory playthrough due to health reasons. That's true. That is not accounting for the Skippy effect. Deggy says, unless you do extras or completionist, which is up to 5 hours. I see. Mosier wants to see some skip dides. So, we'll see. Listen, I take my time with games. I don't rush through them. This is not GDQ here. We're not doing games done quick. This is games done Skippy. So, and I take my time. And I have no regrets about that whatsoever. So, Ember Lantern and I will be rescheduling our Satisfactory goodness. So yeah, Moshe says this is not GDQ, could not be more obvious. That's good. Good. Izzy says, lies, you rush stealth stuff. I'm not sure rushing means saying fuck it and going in guns blazing. Like that doesn't seem like rushing. That seems like more rejecting the idea of stealth entirely. That's what that seems like, Izzy. That's what that seems like. Ember Lantern says game's done over easy with a side of ham. Listen, my eggs better be over hard, and that ham better have some. That better be cooked ham. I got nothing. My bacon should be crispy. Daggy says, my stealth gameplay always involves shooting the place up until everything is considered stealthy. Right? If there's no witnesses, you're satisfying stealth. Waffle says, here. Izzy says, your guns aren't even blazing. What? Ember Lantern, oh my. Ember Lantern, oh my. Mosher says, game's done wrong. Daggy says 100%. Listen, you guys. This is the joy of my stream. This is what is doing the right thing doing the right things in all the wrong ways. That's what we do here. That's what we do here. It's been a day of me doing hardware diagnosis and working on a server all day, which was a lot of fun. and it was good, and it was good for my brain meats. It was very good for my brain meats. Ember Lantern says, I was talking eggs, you perv. Sure you were. Sure you were, Ember Lantern. Sure you were. Daggy says, so I fell for thinking Flight Sim 2024 would work on day one. That's a Microsoft game, isn't it? Izzy says, notice he didn't read Ember Lanterns out loud. You damn right I didn't. You damn right I didn't. Yeah, Daggy, that was a stretch, my friend. Servers died very predictably. Yeah. All right, let's play a very not 2024 game. Very not day one game. So this is where the game drops me initially. It did a nice little short title screen and then drops me here, where it's cycling through images or views of the room. We've got a dot matrix printout of the grid. We've got this computer. This is the desk computer that is on a lot of Tron movie and cartoon stuff. Ember Lantern says literally unplayable. We've got the advanced light keyboard over here. I'm not sure what this looks like. Light cycle, sort of light cycle routes over here, maybe. I don't know, but these are the type of desk computers that the grids have been stored in. MCP was in one of those in the Tron movie. In the second Tron movie, one of these was in the basement of the video game arcade, and that housed the grid that ran the grid that they got into. There is audio. Can you not hear the audio? I don't know what a Tron is, Ember Lantern says. What? How dare you? I think you're way too loud compared to it. Okay, according to the mixer, they're about even. There's background music. Ember Lantern says, I hear a distant thump. Sounds like a rave going on like 2 blocks away. That is the music. That is what you're hearing. That is accurate. It's like you're in the basement of, or a couple doors down from a club, is what it sounds like in my headphones as well. No audio. All right. Well, it's up at 100%. So if that continues, let me know, and I will crank the game audio up higher. And Berlinda says your face has no audio. Now I know that's not true. Yeah, it's for. Bam. Nice, guys. Nice. All right, let's do a new game. Can you hear the game audio now? Cam, hello. Welcome on in. Agreed, Ember Lantern. That's a hell of an intro for a game that might only be 2 to 5 hours long. That's amazing. Welcome to the grid program. To progress the story, press the next button. You can read at your own pace or progress automatically by pressing the autoplay toggle. Let's not do autoplay. If you miss something, there's a chat log in the pause menu. Text speed and scale can be adjusted for your comfort in settings. Space Pickle, welcome on in. I don't ever skip credits. Can you guys read everything okay? Are we good? Oh. Okay, there's more to the image than is initially displayed. You can sort of look around a little bit. I make my family sit through the credits of movies.
Give him the old pickle poke. You gave him the old pickle poke.
Alright, so new game. We confirmed game audio is working. Can you guys hear the rain noise? Oh, wait, what's this? Unmanaged data tree. Interesting. What's this? Imposing building. Unlocked imposing... Oh, Disciple of Tron. Find your first code hotspot. Oh, it went away. Hold on. No. I wanted to view that. Hold on. Escape. Codex. Imposing building. Core is, for the most part, a pragmatic ruling elite. They allow the population a degree of comfort and freedom in exchange for protection and the rule of law. There's only one thing Core fears: information. Knowledge of the users, innovation of new code and new practice, and even programs themselves are looked upon with caution by Core in its search for full societal harmony. Anything that poses a threat is placed in the repository, a secure place for strong secrets and ideas too dangerous to be out in public. The smoke cloud billowing from the repository tonight implies security may not be quite as strong as it once was, and at the very least, someone on the outside might have an explosive interest in its contents. The repository. The ARC server is vast, with hundreds of cycles of history and hundreds of thousands of citizens. Tonight you have a single function: to investigate an explosion within the core repository. Located in the vertical slice district, this is a supposedly public and safe location. In reality, you know that Core's control is more insidious than most imagine. This is a political territory, and the air is heavy with demonstrations of power and influence. You are an interloper, an independent program entering a space over which you have no control. Okay, fantastic. The butler did it. Thanks, Ember Lantern. Definitely can't hear rain. No, play old game, not new game. No, that's not. You can if you turn it up. Okay, so Cam says. Turn up for what? Thanks, Space Pickle. It's rained. Alright, let's hit the next one. If you miss something, there is a chat log on the pause menu. Text speed and scale can be adjusted for your comfort settings. Are you ready to begin, program? There's the explosion. Right there. We got green. It's most everything is blue though, and there's a red thing right there. Right there. Yes, I'm ready to begin. Initializing. Well, initialize then. It's a cold night in the city. Nothing new there. Okay. I'm not licking the repository, Ember Lantern. You pull your coat tighter, feel the heat of its glow, a small comfort against the brittle rain. Across the park stands the repository, a grand building that stands sentinel among all surrounding it. This is architecture as power play, a statement made in the light and stone. It's also where you'll be working tonight. Do I have a keyboard shortcut? P. It's P is next? Okay. As you step forward, taking in the data trees that flank your path. 6th generation light cycle, unmanaged data tree. Is that me? View. The long lifetime of the ARC server and its ever-increasing diversity and cultural branching has led to an unimaginable amount of data generation. After hundreds of cycles, an interesting outcome manifested. The data tree. Data trees grow from sustained complex computation. They are the inevitable outcome of a world with broad exponential isomorphic output. But simply, they are nourished and emerge from the complexity of the grid itself. The programs of the Arc server enjoy the beauty and elegance of data trees, even using them to decorate public spaces. This is emergence in a form even Flynn could not have predicted. I look forward to him reposing in it. Space Beagle says, you know what they say about repository on the mantle in the first act. Oh my god. Flynn Rider? This is the 6th generation light cycle. Since taking power, the core have continued to iterate on the design of the light cycle. The 6th generation light cycle is faster than its predecessor and removes the wraparound design, providing a greater range of movement for the rider. These qualities have made it the standard light cycle for core peacekeepers and criminals alike. With growing gulfs between the cultures of the Arc server, different populations have begun to branch their own code and technology. Greater diversity of design will be the inevitable outcome. I think that's it. It's also where you'll be working. Suddenly the screech of tires against the asphalt to your left. The rhythmic pulse of a light cycle at full speed. You turn, seeing cold blue light racing towards you. Hold your ground or dive out of its way. It's coming right for us! I clicked it already, Ember Lantern. I clicked it. This looks like some sort of guard thing. These guys are orange, which I'm going to guess means security. Blue is just normal program, and I'm more of a teal, I think? More of a greenish. So, do we hold our ground, or do we jump out of the way, guys? Orange guys are bad guys. Generally speaking, yes. If I get the chance to change my color to purple in the game, you know damn well I will be. So, do we hold our ground, or do we dive out of the way? Chat, I want you to help me in this game. Mosher says, I thought orange was the man. Yeah. Hold your ground, Mosher says. Waffle says hold too. Alright, we'll hold our ground. You hold your hand, stop. The cycle doesn't slow. In fact, you could swear it accelerates, defiant. Oh, I missed a thing. Hold on. Codex. Wasn't Codex, was it chat log? Yeah, that was it. Okay, so it added to the chat log. Resume. You could swear it accelerates, defiant. Dive out of the ground. I don't. Alright, well, shit. You're a big jerk. How dare you? Suddenly, the screech of tires against asphalt to your... Oh, wait, I already did that. It blasts past on your left. 2 more cycles follow it. Yellow. Core. Okay, so yeah, they are... That's bullshit. Those aren't yellow. Those are orange. I mean... Oh, waffles. I think I did that earlier, but I had to do it again. It had to be done. Yellow, my ass. But core, yeah, the orange is definitely security. So core is the government in place. It is, in fact, the man. Whatever the racer did, it was bad enough to get 2 enforcers on their tail. Peacekeepers. That was the polite word. The rude word is fucking pigs. Is what? It's pigs. Pigs. Izzy, why do you have cats with shooting guns? Ember Lantern, a cab indeed. Here we go. I think we're an investigator there, or PI or something, so you operate in a less polite world. You push forward, more gingerly now. The park has fallen silent again. Good. Do we think the blue cycler was the bomber? Is the blue cyclist a suspect? Because Core called us here, right? To investigate? Park has fallen silent again. Good. Do we have anything more we can click on? No. Oop. Okay. Sus indeed. Mosher. Oh, at the entrance to the repository stands a slab of a security program. His armor is scuffed and scratched, as is his face. A cruel smirk is attempting to break through his clenched jaw. Fucking cop. Grish. Bit of trouble on the road there, Chief? View. Ah, here we go. Characters. Grish. The adjunct war didn't so much change Grish as reveal his true function. He is a brusque, direct... That's not how you spell brusque. That guy's a... Everett just says that guy's a dick. Cats were pew-pewing at the rude guys. Got it. You also have cats with knives. Is he what? Okay. Brusque, that's not how that's spelled. Direct program whose only focus is the execution of his assigned task, protecting the repository and his fellow programs at any cost. If you stay on the right side of Grish, he could be a vital ally. Make an enemy of him, and your time in the repository may be less comfortable. Oh, and this is the branch, the branch for Grish. Okay. Bit of trouble on the road there, Chief? Wakes you up. Your cats both have daggers right now. Oh, they're claws? Oh, my name is Query. I like that. He laughs. Okay. You didn't dodge the light cycle. Okay, there's the branch. Next time, look both ways. You're not going to win a fair fight with a speeding light cycle. Like, that's great, but the laughing stops and is replaced by a stern frown. Can I help you? I have to do this, you guys. I have to do this. Greetings, program. Cute, Grish says. You can tell from the scowl that crosses the program's face that he isn't one for proper greetings. Who are you? You flash your badge, 4 squares arranged in a T. That's the Tron symbol? It designates you as a member of the Disciples of Tron, a detective. No boss, no assigned task but uncovering truths. A professional observer. Izzy says you don't have to do anything. You want to do it. What do you mean? Usually if you have to do something, you fight more. I do generally, yeah, fight against stuff I have to do. That's true. My name's Query. Your boss called me in. Something happened here. Something big enough to bring in outside help. The program is taken aback. He steps away from the door and motions you in. You could have sworn you saw the light in his eyes pulse with frustration. Oh, he doesn't like not being able to take care of his own shit. This isn't going to be an easy night. This will be easier if you work with me. Did I offend you? We're going to be good friends, I can tell. I'll be direct and straightforward. Did I offend you? Motor says that's what she said. No answer. The program slams the door shut behind you, reactivating its glowing lock. No escape. Definitely not going to be an easy night. Continue. The lobby of the repository is beautiful. It demonstrates the same power as the exterior. Grish hustles you into the elegant space. Main elevator over there. Anything else? Unlocked. Main elevator. Alright, so we're in lobby. The deceptively simple access point to the rest of the building, although contingency stairwells exist for emergency access. The interlock system incorporates multiple tracks and cars, allowing access to all areas of the building in an instant. Security is ensured via login codes, with different programs allow different degrees of navigation. Even the smallest details, core establishes control and hierarchy. This elevator will be getting a lot of use tonight as you do your rounds. Okay. You note that it is empty, quiet, beautiful. Grish says it is. Are those energy falls? Empty. But I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna go lay down. All right, Ember Lantern. I hope you feel better. I hope you escape. I hope you feel better. Mosher says, your face will be getting a lot of use tonight. Smooching programs. I mean, if that's an option, we maybe. Empty. Grish says, it is. It's late. Only a skeleton crew tonight. Grish looks tired. It must have already been a long night. He growls. I love it when programs growl at me. It wasn't my call to bring you in. I had this handled. I was about to begin my investigation. Investigating what? You've been told nothing? Maybe I know more than I'm letting on. Nothing at all.
Skifford G.
Cam says smooch. Izzy says it's always an option. That's not accurate. Hi, Zaliser. Welcome on in. Mosher says, do programs have circadian rhythm? I don't know. I do not know. So, what should we do here? I feel like anything I say is going to piss him off. And as far as I know, I don't know anything. Except for the explosion. I feel like Columbo a little bit. I feel like I'm Columbo. I'm just absorbing everything as I walk in. I guess I can aspire to be Columbo. I'm not actually Columbo. Space Pickle says programs easily irritated the day after spring forward. You're not wrong, Space Pickle. But chat, what should I do? Mosher says maybe I know more. Anybody else? I mean, if you want to contradict Mosher, I'm not gonna be mad at you. Cam says Mosher programs dream of hexadecimal sheep. Nice. All right, I'll do maybe I know more. Maybe I know more than I'm letting on. I wasn't spawned yesterday. I know an ignorant program when I see one. You can tell Grish isn't used to dealing with inquiries like yours. He ushers you past the lobby's vacated front desk towards an elevator. We've moved all non-essential staff to a secure location. I've been ordered to send you up to Prinz. He runs this tower, and he's taking the events of the night very personally. You'd think they'd stolen from his own personal collection. Maybe, the way he sees it, that's exactly what happened. There's been a robbery? That's right. Someone picked tonight to steal something precious from us. Prinz will fill you in on the details. I don't know them all yet either. I heard the explosion, activated the lockdown, and put things in order. Since then I've been out here securing the perimeter and waiting for you to show up. It took you long enough. You acted like you didn't know I was coming. You acted like you didn't know I was coming, Grish. Grish, you acted like you didn't know I was coming. I guess you were busy holding up traffic, not successfully. And you're trying to use it to jab at me? Okay, go ahead. But I respect the effort. What does lockdown entail? What does it sound like it entails? It sounds like it entails your face, Grish. How about locks? That's right, nobody in or out. Thanks for making an exception. Prinz gets what Prinz wants. Oh, so he's also mad at Prinz. Cops, yeah, right, Cam? So he's mad at... Mosher says, how about you lock down these lips, big guy? No, Mosher, I'm not. I don't want to kiss a cop. I want to smooch a cop. Grish moves to the elevator. A keypad to its side awaits activation. He reaches out his hand to the panel. It hovers, a sharp intake of breath. What? Is there a problem? Grish stands in front of the panel looking at it, then back to you. He's confused. Catches himself, confusion turning into frustration. Since the explosion, I've been missing things. Manners? Mosher, I'm getting the sense in this world that there's very little difference. Throat punch Tuesday. Oh no. Memories. I want to say manage, but I'm going to say memories because I'm not look. If I want to get him, antagonize him, I'll have plenty of time to do that later, I'm sure. Come on, she says. Yes. I don't know if it's got anything to do with the explosion, but my memory access is failing me. There are holes. Your DOT, you said? You can defragment identity disks, can't you? Recover memories? With consent, yes. I grant it. Oh. Do what needs to be done. Here, take it. That's a lot of trust he's showing me. Smooch's romantic partner. Maybe. Memories? No, memories, Izzy. I'd prefer memories, but he hands you his disc grudgingly. Smooch is incoming. Alright, so defrag. This is, I think, the puzzle solving part. 0 out of 8. Clear 8 cards. Match data cards to defrag a disc. Drag the circle card onto its matching neighbor. Okay. As well as suits you can match by number, drag the 3 card to its neighbor. Okay, so triangle and circle are suits, but you can also match by number. So like, there are 2 legal types, adjacent and 3 packets away. So I can go here. Cards cannot cross the top of the disc. Okay. No move is final. Undo any play at any time. I see. So either next to it or one over. So let's do target 1. Target undo move. Okay. Stuck. Let the AI make your next move a limited number of times per puzzle. I don't want to do that. Oh, play for me. Okay. To complete a puzzle, reduce card count to the target. Pick your own moves from now on. Alright, target is down to 1. So... oh shit, actually. As things become more complex, you will need to make tactical choices. So... that, and that, and that. I screwed up. Undo move. Undo move. Okay. So... I need to... 3 away. Or next to it. Okay, so I do this one. Nope, that doesn't work either. Undo move. So does that... if I do this one, does it stay over there? Okay, it stays over there. Undo move. Okay, so I want to bring this one over here then. And then I do this one. No, because then I'm down to, again. Yeah, he's waving a disc around in public in the lobby, yeah. So, I want the 0 to remain is what I want. But I need this one to be 3 over? Somehow? Alright, so let's get... yeah, I need 2 circles remaining. If I do this, I do this, and I do this. No, that's still... oh. But because they're both 1s, I can do this. There we go. Okay. New memory, a significant number. View, new disk editor, new disk color, white. Okay, view. Administrator Prince smiled. I think that's everything. Do you have any questions? Chris shook his head, silent. He needed the job. It seemed simple enough. No need to put the new boss off with an unguarded question or comment. You're not the talkative type, I suppose? Good. Prince typed a number into the elevator, stopped himself. You'll need a code, I suppose. Are you a religious program, Grish? Grish grunted, non-committal. I don't ask for utter devotion, but I do expect respect for myself, for Core, and for the users. Let this be a daily reminder to you of their importance and seniority to us all. He gestured toward the pad, keyed in 1982. 1982, the year Flynn first made contact with the programs, according to the user calendar. A sacred time. Burn it into your memory. Grish did so. He would use this code every centicycle. Okay, and I unlocked a new disc color. Continue. You hand the disc back. Grish takes it, replaces it on his back. A slight pulse in his eyes signals the data refresh. Okay. Got it. Grish gives the slightest of nods. It's the closest you'll be getting to a thank you. Well, he's a cop, I figured. He taps the code into the elevator, unlocking it. I've unlocked repeat access rights for you. You'll be able to travel to any location Prinz allows. Or I'll just use your code since I know it now. Thank you. Any other gaps in your memory? Grish grunts. He's clearly frustrated to have shown this weakness to you. You move towards the elevator, but Grish puts out a heavy hand, blocking your path. I'm not going to let you do this without me. You could join me. Grish laughs. I don't join you, program. You join me. Whatever you want to call it. He nods. Alright then. Is 1982 supposed to be a password? It's like a keyword into the elevator. Alright then. You push forward. He's surprised. Let's work together. You reach out a hand, he takes it, shakes it. Until your usefulness ends, Grish. Fucking cop. Alright. The most sincere smile of the night plays across Grish's face. Prince's office is upstairs, he'll be waiting for you. For us. What's he like? Fine. A little too fixated on the users, but fine. I think I scare him a little. The elevator doors open. Interlace fingers. What? No. Mosher? It's time to visit the man who called you here. Continue. Parallel process. Find a partner. Now, does that lock out any other partners? Because that sucks. I would not want to do that. I want to swap out the cop for whoever else as soon as I can. Prince may consider this an office, but it's more of a shrine. User memorabilia lines the walls. Prince stands by the window, looking out over the city. He turns and smiles as you both enter. Red. He's red, so that's fun. Bookshelves. View. Oh, and we got an administration office, too. Prince's collection is as broad as it is impenetrable. Books, recordings, sculptures, and children's toys. You are unsure how many of these items are reconstructions, originals, or replicas, but given that their origin is the outside world, the distinction seems semantic. You may have an opportunity to investigate if Prince leaves, but for now, you don't want to frustrate him by touching his treasures. For the time being, the contents are a mystery. Administration Office. The domain of Prince, the repository's administrator, half office, half shrine to the memory of Kevin Flynn himself. You can tell that Prince is a true believer in the users. You wonder if that is a help or a hindrance to his work suppressing and controlling information. By looking around, you can't help but be in awe of this place. If all this was indeed inspired by the users, then you cannot imagine how beautiful their outer world must be. Anything else? There's a desk, there's a door. Okay. How did user stuff get here? That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe from being scanned into the grid? The same way the users got here? Same way Flynn got here? Unlocked Prinz. You accepted Grish's help. That's very red. Oh no! Hold on. Codex. Characters. Prinz. You requested his help. I can still go back to the other side at any point. The users may have left us long ago, but for programs like Prinz, their presence is a truth beyond criticism or question. He is a zealot, and that zealotry makes him as fascinating as he is dangerous. Faith is an unpredictable directive, and one which you find unsettling. Watch this one closely. There's no telling which path he may walk down. I think they should add photos, like little character things to these dossiers. You found a friend, Grish. Grish snorts. You hired one for me, Prinz. I did? Oh, smarmy sons of bitches. Oh, the smarminess. Oh my goodness. So smarmy. I did, and you seem exceptionally happy to have the company. Prinz chuckles to himself. Very glad you could join us, Query. You come very highly recommended. I do the work. So I've heard. Prinz noted your answer. Welcome. Prinz steps in front of his desk. He registers your confusion at the bright lights on its surface. A little showy, perhaps. I've been told it looks like a shrine. But much like the users, I enjoy a little theater. Kev, welcome on in. This is Tron. Is it Tron Identity? I believe. Yeah, Tron Identity. It's a visual novel style game. I think what happened here would be the question he would ask. I mean, my character's name is Query. Tron stuff. Nice, Cam. Let's do what happened here. That's a longer conversation, I fear. Yeah. Well, literally my job. Grand window. View. Outside you see the vertical slice district laid out before you. This was the beginning of the city, the first foothold on the Ark server. Over 1,000 cycles, it has preserved and maintained the aesthetics of Flynn's master server. Tradition defines it. You can imagine why Prinz likes the view. Your work takes you to all corners of this grid, but of all the districts, vertical slice makes you feel the most uncomfortable. The forced nature of it, of programs miming out traditions they never experienced firsthand. Sometimes you're more sympathetic to Automota than you'd like to admit. What is Automota? Prinz smiles another smile. It is a smile calculated in its charm, the kind of self-conscious allusion to kindness that you've only ever seen in those with assured authority. Grish, still standing, tenses. He's seen that smile too many times. Tell me, Query, for whom do you fight? Oh, I'm definitely... I gotta say I fight for the users, right? That's... He's a zealot. So, I've gotta... I need info to do my job. So, to get info, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of smoothing over initially. The same thing I did with Grish. Lie? Sure, I guess. I fight for the users. Another smile, more sincere this time. Ah, a traditionalist. I told Prinz you had faith. Okay. A program after my own heart. A user set this world in motion with vision, purpose, a steadfast, ethical framework. That's not true. Cranky says, wait, what is this? Is this a new game or an old game? Let's... You know what? I'll check Steam. Hold on. Find out when this came out for you, Cranky. Let's go to the store page. Nope, don't play it. Nope. April 11th, 2023 was its release day. So, fairly new. Also, welcome on in, Cranky. Flynn steps back to the window. Flynn built this world for us, Query. He built us an ark safe from Clue, from his intolerance of our kind. So after the movie, unlike Tron Uprising, which was set between the two movies, I'm still mad at Disney for not finishing Tron Uprising. Very upset about it. Still. Because Tron was the first music cassette I purchased with my own money. Nice. I did really enjoy Uprising as well, Cranky. We must never forget what we owe, whose grace we rely upon. He saw the potential of the ISOs and our value. Oh, we're ISOs? Like the lady that came out at the end of the second Tron movie? Your order was created with similar optimism, the disciples of Tron, independent seekers of truth in the face of tyranny. It's all very impressive, I'm sure. These colors don't run. Wait a minute. You too are part of Flynn's design. Do not forget it. You know you're gonna look at me with smarminess like that, and I want to forget it, but I gotta do my job. He will return. Oh, why do these are not related to my job? These are not related to my job. These are not related to... I don't need an opinion on this. I don't need an opinion on this. Alright. How deep do we go? I say we middle the line it and say I don't think he's coming back. That's what I think. I don't think he's a fairy tale. Nor do I think we owe him everything. But I think I'm going to go with midline. Yeah, Izzy says she agrees, midline. Yeah, I don't think he's coming back. Fortunately, my faith is not dependent on your opinion, program. Good. Grish tenses. The boss and I have different views on the subject. I fight for the programs of the repository. In the war, they taught us to fight for the one next to us. Keeps things simple. Prince frowns. Your loyalty to those around you is why I indulge your argumentative demeanor, Grish. But loyalty without faith is a fickle thing. Okay, wow. He was not kidding when they said he's a zealot. Cap says, these are not related to my job. Me, hourly. Right. Grish says, my faith is strong. Not entirely convinced, Prince moves towards a bookcase. My interest in the users goes beyond blind faith. I imagine you've noticed my collection. He's dragging this out for a reason. And he's definitely C-suite or wannabe C-suite. So I just gotta let him talk. Otherwise, he's not gonna give me what I need. Very impressive. Prince says, thank you. Does any piece in particular catch your eye? The colorful boxes. Fuck currency and capitalist bullshit. Prince moves to the shelf, removing a box. This is a form of user entertainment, a video stored on an analog magnetic tape. It's VHS. They record fictional performances and share or sell them to each other. He smiles as he looks at the tape. This was apparently one of Flynn's favorites. I've not watched it, but the user on the cover looks heroic enough. It's an identity disc? Prince shakes his head. Nowhere near as precise, events are shown in an abbreviated fashion in a two-dimensional image. No internal processes are recorded. They are obtuse, abstract. But according to our records, users love them. Prince places the box back on the shelf. Fascinating. I'll Spock it. I'll Spock that answer. Prince smiles. Indeed. Prince's face stiffens. For the first time, he lets the stress of recent events show on his face. Prince? It's impossible to tell if Grish is sympathetic or frustrated. Tonight, the unacceptable has occurred. Our repository has been broken into, and our work is in great danger. I'm sure Grish told you about the explosion, our vault. We have been attacked. I I don't know for sure who did this, but I have my suspicions. I need to know who is responsible and what they stole from us. Okay. Cranky says I wasn't even supposed to be here today. Nice. Very good Clerks reference. So, which is going to impact our job more? Knowing what was stolen, or knowing who had access? I'm leaning towards knowing what was stolen. Because if you know what, then you know who might be more interested in it. Cam says, a kid named Dante was at the drive-thru and told me he was taking over someone else's shift that day on Sunday. I couldn't stop laughing, right? You think you told me that story. That was so good. I'm leaning towards what was in the vault. So, because that'll set the context for everything, for the entire investigation. Mosier asks, why do they blink? I don't know. That's a good question as well. But, alright, so, chat? Any opinions? On what was in the vault or who had access? Why do they menacingly hover? Because he's a C-suite. Why do they breathe? Okay, guys, listen. Alright, I'm gonna go, what was in the vault, not who had access. Okay, Mosier. Miss Space Pickle says, why do they sometimes talk to you over their back? What? Okay, what was in the vault? A good question. I don't know. We serve at the pleasure of Core, and they move items in and out as they please. He looks down. I wish I had a better answer, but for now, I am as in the dark as you. My building is host to a great many treasures, but presumably tonight someone stole our greatest jewel. But we don't know what that is. But Core is mad? Prince gestures broadly. The programs with the answers are throughout this tower. I'm hoping that an outsider like yourself may be able to find the truth of all of this. I'd start with the crime scene itself or the suspect we already caught. It was necessary to contain the threat. Absolutely. Grish turns to you. A visiting dignitary. I don't like new faces, not when there's a coincidental explosion moments after their arrival. One of my men secured the prisoner immediately. We've created temporary accommodations in the library. Give my apologies to Ada when you see her. Not exactly her role to play jailer. Let's do the prisoner first. I'll interrogate the prisoner. No need to tell me, program. The DOT are independent of my authority. I hope that you also remember your oath of non-interference. Come back here when you have anything to tell me or any questions I can answer. Prince's smile broadens. It's been good to talk to you, Query. Oh, I impressed him. I will make it known to my staff that you are to be supported in your investigation. I believe you can do good work here. This is my repository. I will do everything I can to help you. Come to see me if you need anything. You leave the office. Grish follows. For the users. Prisoner new smooch opportunities. Alright, we've got lobby, which is where we came in. Oh, was that picking where I was going? Lobby is empty. Okay. Nothing here for us. Okay. Oh, I see. I thought I was just okay. We've got library, a vast library of curated data transformed into a temporary prison. And we've got vault, containment custom built for storing the most sensitive materials in the repository. So up until now, these dots have meant more info about the thing. Not this is where you're going. But oh, that's why I did what I did. All right, let's go to the library. The library is vast. Undulating, distant platforms hang from the walls. The air is wet. In the library, the cold white glow of the space dreamlike. But it is the trees that make the grandest impression. Tall and old and impossibly complex, they curl and swirl, and the energy falls before you. You've never seen anything like them before, not at this scale. Grish leans conspiratorially towards you. This isn't a place I'm comfortable, program. Learn what you want to learn about the library, but remember, we're here so you can question the suspect. You go to correct him, but before you can, you're interrupted. Ada, you brought a friend, Grish? Let's view Ada. Yours and Ada's work is similar. You both construct facts. While the DOT trained you to seek and reconstruct truth, Ada's function is more creative. Ada builds narratives and stories, histories of the grid, and premonitions of where it might go next. Her work is inspiring and terrifying. The power in this room is infinite. You hope she takes her role seriously. Interesting. Oh, she's purple! If I'm going to smooch anybody, it's probably going to be Ada. Unless she makes alternative facts. I'm not interested in those. Mosher says literally unplayable. Skippy is not a player, that's true. The program stands next to you, glowing white like the room around her. She's purple! Now she's white? What the hell? You enjoy my garden? An intriguing detail. I've never seen anything like this before. I don't understand. This is a library? Smooching doesn't mean long-term commitment. That's true. It does not. I've never seen anything like this before. Her eyes dart across the space. She's purple like a lightsaber. Yeah. If you have, this place is very special. She kneels down, checking on the leaves of a tiny plant at her feet. She turns each over in her fingertips. She turns each over in her fingertips, inspecting them in turn. Content, she stands up, smiling again. Grish smirks. I am Ada. Welcome to my garden. So it's a garden of knowledge. This is where data trees are grown, I guess? Perp got him flustered. It's true. It's true. It's beautiful. A different smile, something approaching pride. You have the sense she'd never admit as much, though. Thank you, Query. This is the greatest library on the grid. It is the centerpiece of the repository, the very purpose of its existence. Before you lies the grand total of knowledge from nearly 2,000 cycles of our society. So it's like a Library of Alexandria kind of thing. Space Beagle says, everyone thinks that about their library. That's true. From the founders to this moment, all of it. Pristine. Ada walks over to a tree, grand and towering. She reaches out a hand, brushes a leaf, letting its energy fizzle at her touch. Crackle of utter sonic complexity. You've seen trees before, I imagine. Of course. Do you know what they are? Decoration inspired by the user. Is that a trick question? I always assume they occur naturally. An outcome of the grid? The description is accurate, but fails to capture their full function. Burn it after smooching. No, Mosher, no! Trees are data, records of our history, not individuals, but an entire society. They are our memory at a cultural level. I understand you work with identity disks as part of your investigations. Has the similarity between these forms and that of the data you see in your travels never struck you as interesting? She pulls her hand away from the leaf. Your order, the DOT, you do not interfere. You seek truth, but seek to have no impact on the worlds you investigate. The echoes of your kind in my garden are quieter than most. You believe her, it is as intended. I have questions. I am sure you do. Ask them. Take your time, and then I have someone to introduce you to. Remember why we're here, program. Yeah, Grish, shut the fuck up. Ada's cooler than you. At multiple points in your investigation, you'll have the opportunity to dig deeper via investigation choices marked with a magnifying glass. Take your time to ask as many as you like, then move on. If trees occur naturally, why have a garden? She nods, respecting the question as one she has been asked before. The data of trees in the wild is rich. They capture all around them, but the noise is also chaotic, unguided, raucous even. In my library, I can cultivate the data, refine it, prune it. I can find the truth and preserve it for future generations. You mean you can rewrite it? That sounds like an enormous task. Ada exhales almost a chuckle. It is, but I have time and relatively few interruptions. Until tonight, I am grateful to do what I love. You believe her. I know my role. I was expecting shelves, books. A laugh. As with Prince's shelves of user entertainments, I don't blame you. So much of our world is contextualized via the users and their arcane and oblique practices. I've been speaking to my guest at length on the topic. It is an irony that they had to cut down their trees and transform them into books. Our method is lossless. How long does it take to learn to read this data? How long did it take you to learn to read the data of an identity disk, to guide the programs to the truths they already knew? It takes many cycles to study, but you don't learn much before you find yourself in the field. Or I have a gift for it. What do you guys think, chat? Cycles? Mosier, you have opinions on this game and I'm enjoying it. Anybody else? It's like class, and Mosier's always the one who raises his hand. Alright, we'll go with cycles. It takes many cycles to study, but you don't learn much before you find yourself in the field. Precisely, it is the same with my work. As with many things, the library has no value without the one who can use it. Any memory loss? She looks confused. There seems to be some of it going around, maybe linked to the explosion? No, nothing. Maybe we were insulated from the bulk of it. The trees blocked the storm. Not all of them survived, though. Some of my saplings... Mosier says, let's get in the field with Ada. Ayo! Some of my saplings, the recent and obscure, seem to have been shattered by the force of the explosion. I may be able to rebuild, replant, but I am sure that we have lost a great deal. You don't have backups? She shakes her head. That would be illegal. Core demand that all curated data remain here, in the library, accessible to them when desired. To take anything out of the building would be a crime. Pause. I am sorry for my outburst. It is a blessing you are here tonight, Flynn be thanked. What outburst? Let's move on. As you wish. Librarian motions towards the center of the library. The platform juts out into the humid air. Please follow me to the observation deck. You accepted Grisha's help, both of you. As you walk, she explains. Under normal circumstances, this is a space of tranquility. The observation deck provides a place to meditate, to consider the knowledge collected here. Knock on the sky, listen to the sound. That was what Flynn said. Action without action. The Zen thing. Oh, I don't know. That seems like a good thing to say. These two, I like both of these. I'm gonna do this one. Ah, a student of Flynn? I read. Indeed, you're in the right place. You continue walking. A bright energy field surrounds at the end of the platform. Ada notes your reaction. A safety measure. Under normal circumstances, it would be unfortunate to fall from the perch. Grish smiles. In a perfect prison under irregular circumstances. You are now close enough to see that the energy field has an occupant, and an exceptionally tall figure sitting cross-legged in its center. I will leave you alone with him. I encourage you to be respectful. This is, after all, an ambassador, a guest in my garden. There's a traitor in our midst. Ada winces. My guest, Grish. Grish gestures her away. The man in the energy field looks up as you approach. Sad eyes peer out from a strangely pale face, faceted and lit by two bright eyes. It is a timeless face, and one you instinctively known has seen a great deal. Sierra. Greetings, programs. The automata do not allow your kind within their territory, so your knowledge of the sprawl is limited. You don't begrudge them their privacy, but the alien nature of their society makes reading Sierra challenging. Locked up by Grish upon discovery of a crime, Sierra is understandably frustrated. But is this frustration in the face of a false accusation, or it being caught? As he says, Sierra, the guys who used to make the old computer games like King's Quest? Yep. Time to explore Automata. I mean, maybe. Sierra is pink. Grish sneers. Greetings. I should introduce myself. Sierra also has an identity disc, though it seems to be different. I am Sierra, ambassador for the Automata. I am pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Query of the DOT. I've been asked to investigate events tonight. I've been told you are a criminal, but I will inform my own opinion. You have my word. You nod respectively. Grish grimaces, unimpressed. Sierra smiles. You find yourself fascinated by the structure and patterning of his face. The way it contorts in a flawed attempt to mimic a very user expression. You try not to stare. He notices. Am I your first automata, Query? Yes, I'm sorry for staring. He looks at you quizzically. It can be strange to be exposed to the new. The automata have kept to ourselves for some time. It's reasonable that the rest of society would be surprised by our appearance. In truth, I am proud of the difference. We choose not to look like the users of myth, but walk our own path. You look user-ish? I don't like either of these choices. Tall drink of water. Nice, Mosier. I tried to get Skipford to play Space Quest, but no dice. You did not. You did not. Oh, a long time ago. Yeah, you did a long time ago. Transcendent? Sure. I stared only because you look transcendent. Thank you. This is only a pale approximation of my true form, however. Among your kind, I do what I can to approach the aesthetics of a user. I've been told it makes you more comfortable to be reminded of your myths. His smile broadens. The usage of the word myth, we know the users are real. I mean, we're users. So, let's get to the matter at hand. My crimes? You accepted Grish's help. Grish steps forward. Grish says, you know what you did. Grish, do you even know what you're accusing me of? Grish tightens, his frustration growing. Directness seems to be the best path. Did you cause the explosion, Sierra? Sierra smirks sarcastically. Of course I did. I did a little arson, and then immediately made myself available to your friend and his charming team. Tom, welcome on in. How are we smooching? We haven't smooched yet, but we're meeting all sorts of interesting programs. Hi, Tom. Welcome on in. Grish's fists tighten. A flash of light plays across his eyes. Tell the truth, liar. The prisoner stands slowly. Holy shit! He is a giant. Almost twice your height, he looms over you. There is great strength there, but also a gentleness to his posture, his movements. As he says, no, but the one program it was waving his disc out in the lobby, that's true. Let Skippy handle his disc. Dang, guys, Treos says I heard myself being welcomed even before I got here. Treos? No, that's the other Tom. That's the other Tom. Oh my. Welcome on in, Treos. I am not your enemy, Query, and I don't believe you are mine either. Oh, I charmed Sierra. Look at that. No disc picks, thanks. Wait, no, you're an other Tom. Oh my goodness, that's gonna get me in trouble. How dare you? How could you do this to me? All of my mental energy was going towards charming this gentle giant, Tom. I mean, come on. Cam says that's a good height difference. Oh my. As he says, Skippy, always in trouble. That's true. I will happily answer your questions if you return to me. I will help in every way I can, but I fear I am as ignorant as anybody else here. He points at Grish. But that one cannot join us again. His mind is locked on target. He will not find your real culprit for you. Sierra turns his back to you, your conversation over for the time being. It may be time to visit the scene of the crime, the vault. Rizlord Skipford. Rizlord Skipford? No, that doesn't work together. Alright. I don't know how strongly the music is coming through to you guys, but it is some serious bass on my end. Yeah, oonts, oonts, oonts. Thank you, Zaliser. I'm doing alright, Treos. I'm holding in there. Tom says it's loud. Should I turn it down? You guys, should I turn the music down? Is it too loud? No, don't turn it down. Okay, so we can go up to back up to the admin office. Or we can go to the vault. Let's go to the vault. There's more questions there. Roger says, I don't think it's too loud. Okay. Alright. Cam, no!
Cam, yes.
Alright, here we go. Oh, well, that's a whole thing. Anything I can click on? There's a person there. A program there, rather. A memory of great energy hangs in the air. The vault, what's left of it at least, is incredible. Hot red light permeates every corner, highlighting the blue cracks and damage of the explosion. The heat of that light is matched only by the cold of the wind blowing through from outside. In the place of the vault interior is the gaping wound of the blast. The light of the city outside is weightless. Who is this person? Interesting. Slumped in the corner, you see the only other program present. A guard. An exhausted face looks back up and back at you. Their clothes are more ornate than Grish's. This isn't one of his guards. A Corps honor guard, maybe? What happened? A good question. You turn to Grish. This will be delicate. It will. You lead. It's a big hole right there, Izzy. I found, look, it's big. It's a big old hole right there. In the wall with the rain outside, big hole. It's a big hole. Whatever they were guarding's gone. They didn't talk much after the explosion. I left them here to recover. He stands back by the door as you approach. Hey, what's your name? It's only now that you realize, looking at the guard, how young they are. Their hair and uniform are pretty messed up, but this guard isn't more than a kid. A kid left to guard something worth destroying this vault over. I'm Query, a DOT. I'm here to help. Okay. Am I in trouble? I think the trouble's past. Uh-huh. This is going nowhere fast. The guard needs help. Likely this close to the blast, their entire memory is locked out. You kneel down in front of them, gesture towards their identity disc on their back. I'm Query, a DOT. You said that already. I did. If you'll let me, I can skim your disc, help you put some of the details together, maybe start to figure out what happened here. Okay. They're handing me their disc again, you guys. Keep the discs out of there, okay? Space Pickle says, talking over their shoulder again. Yep. Space Pickle says, this game is very butt-friendly. I mean, no curves, haha, but still. Trey says, you kneel down beside them, not in front of them. Falsifying data is a crime. Oh my goodness. The sexy, sexy discs. They understand. You reach over, take their disc. Time to make some connections. And this is the puzzle-solving bit. Oh, wow. Alright. Clear 2 cards of the same value consecutively. Blocker errors are temporary cards that take up space. Work around them. The same value. So 1. Why is it? Why are we why is it? So the same value. Which means they need to be 3 away from each other. Right? Oh, no, it could be... Oh, I see. So if I clear... So if I clear this and the 6... Oh, you want me to do the 5? Why? Why are you telling me how to do this? I didn't clear 2 cards of the same value. Oh, that was a 5. I see. So, you want me to do 5 and 0. What happened? Your lucky blockers may turn a gap of 2 cards into a gap of 3. I don't understand what I did there. Oh, I see. Now I need to clear another 5. So... No, that didn't work. So I cleared a... Alright, undo the move. It says I cleared 2 cards of the same value consecutively. It says I did that. Undo move. I didn't like any of this. Clear 2 cards of the same value consecutively. So I clear 2 and then I clear another 2, right? So I clear 2 and then I clear 2. Okay, I did that. Do I need to do that twice? I guess I could try it again with the 3s. So, clear the 3, and then clear this 3. Okay. There's 7, and then... Does it matter at this point as long as I get rid of all of them? Like... Oh, that's too far. I think I screwed up. No, I got it. New error blockers. Alright, look at view. The program sat in the branches of a tree, looking down to their friend. Cass, what are you doing? Cass was sitting at the tree's roots, fiddling with some fallen data shards, looking at them intently. Cass! Cass looked up from their twigs, locking eyes with their friend in the tree. A smile passed between them, and then Cass returned to their twigs, observing their digital nuance, pondering it. Okay. You replace the disc on the guard's back. I don't entirely get it either, Mosier, but apparently I did it. Cass. My name is Cass. Unlock Cass. When you met this program, you knew nothing of them. Some programs are mysterious by choice, others have mystery forced upon them by circumstance. There are truths to be uncovered here, and perhaps good reasons why those truths have been suppressed until now. Your new friend could be the key to tonight's events. Are they the victim, a participant, or something else? Okay. Hi, Cass. Cass began to trust you. It's a start. You smile and help Cass to their feet. Steady there. And make a concerted effort to stay standing and manage it. Unsteady, but vertical. Thank you. It feels like the explosion just happened. Light and sound all around me. It was horrible. You look out at the gaping void of the vault and the city lights beyond. Do you remember anything else? Anything at all? Cass steps over to look out over the city with you. Like what? Ooh, these are all good choices, but I think I can only pick one because it doesn't have the magnifying glasses next to it. So, what should we ask about? Chat, what should we ask about? Chat says, what were you guarding? Mosier says, what were you guarding? Anyone else have an opinion? Thomas T says, smooching. That's not one of the questions, Tom. Ask about smooch. That's not one of these questions. I doubt they're going to have seen the explosive device, because I'm going to guess that came from the outside. As he says, I go for the first one, but that was me. That's just me. Tom says, what's the closest to smooching? You tell me, Tom. You tell me. Mosier says, I think Cass is too young to smooch. Maybe. Cam says, ask about disc handling procedures. So Mosier wants to know about what were you guarding. And Izzy says, a program? Anyone else here before the explosion? Tom says the explosive device itself? We are so horny on Maine. I mean, a little bit, yes. You guys are all smooch obsessed. All right, nobody's agreeing, which helps me not at all. Which is, you know, standard chat. Mosier still says, what were you guarding? Smooching is fun, Tom. I am wholeheartedly in agreement with you, Tom. Wholeheartedly in agreement. Cam says, I don't have a local partner. Gotta deal with it somehow. That's true. Mosier says, I'll just spam it until you decide. Nice. Alright. Now that we met the ambassador, we want to see if we can place any doubt about that. So I'm going to go with a program. Anyone else here before the explosion? Cass considers, I don't remember anyone. I was alone before it happened, I think. It's hazy. I'm trying to be helpful, I swear. It all just keeps slipping through my fingers. The explosion fried their memories. You'll need to come back, work through this with them. Your only witness barely remembers anything beyond their name. Do you have any questions for me? 1. What's DOT? You chuckle. You've never been asked that before. Saying DOT tends to make programs less talkative, if anything. Have you heard of Tron? The program who fought for the users? Cass seems confused by their own question. Huh. A story I remember being told a long time ago. You smile. Yes, while my order bases itself on his example, without the allegiance part, we believe in finding the truth without fighting for anyone's side. Truth should exist outside of that. At least that's what I have taught. At least that's what I was taught. Although I have lost sight of that in the past. Let's do the top one. Fight for the smooch inside. Oh my god, so much smooching in chat. Cass nods solemnly. You walk back towards the door. Grish is waiting for you. Tough kid. Indeed. I've always admired the core honor guard. Ruthlessly efficient. Best on the grid. You note Grish's respect. Not something you've seen much of tonight. You hope it's well placed. We should move on. He's right. It's time. Time to hear Prince's views on all of this. I guess if we have to go back. Transporting D's lips. Nice space pickle. You're with the Department of Transportation? No, Treos. Definitely not. Cam says leaves are brown, but no patch of snow. Alright, so back up to the admin office. The office is still as grand and impressive as it was the last time you were here. I'd hope so? You and Grish approach. A silent nod indicates that your colleague wants you to take the lead again. Prince stands at the window as you approach. He turns. Smile of recognition. Welcome back, program. It's good to be back. A nod. I fear things have continued to slide in your absence. I find myself increasingly forgetful. Some kind of lasting symptom of the explosion, you think? That seems to be the case. I've heard. I find it profoundly unsettling. To be myself, but also to have parts missing. I'm a program that prides myself on my memory. My user given... You told Prince you had faith. No, I go too far. I thank the users for my gifts, of course. Prince looks out the window. Tonight I am jealous of the programs out there who continue their ebb and flow untouched by what has happened here. How many programs function entirely in the dark? How many remain ignorant, so peaceful? Department of Turgidity... Guys! Mosier. I don't know that I can do that, Mosier. So that goes very much against what I believe Skippy wise. I want to say, then teach them. But they're likely happier is an agreement. So I guess. Very possibly, that is my hope, that the work we do here is protective, that it allows them the space to live without worry. It certainly makes things safer, I imagine. For us, for our benefactors, certainly. Prince wobbles slightly, imperceptibly, but then how did I perceive it? Grish notices. Are you alright, Administrator? He straightens. Of course, I'm just a little off balance from tonight's events. I find it hard to focus on the detective's points and questions. I've forgotten so much from earlier. You can help, program? That's all I've been doing all night. I can. Then do it, please. Help me put things back together a little. Prince takes the disc from his back, hands it to Grish, who hands it to you. I'm just handling everybody's discs up in here. I'll show you points and questions, will you, Space Pickle? Space Pickle, I think that your face will show me points and questions. Bam, nailed it. Alright, can I just set this one on fire? Jesus! Clear 5 cards of the same suit consecutively. Lock errors are obtuse. They lock cards from being removed or cleared. That's what these are, I'm guessing. 5 cards of the same suit consecutively. You want me to start here? That's... Okay, so we're doing... You cannot do anything with locked cards until your next move. That's not the same suit, though. You're pointing me at a different suit entirely. Unless... That's not... What? Why is it doing that? That's a different suit. This makes no sense. Alright. Let me do this then. 5 cards of the same suit consecutively. We cleared one of these. Just an 8. I can't do that. That's the lock error. What's the exclamation point, though? This may be poor life decisions, but I'm doing it. Hey? Okay, so we did that. The target is 3. We need to get down to 3 cards. So we got the unlock location done. I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid you can't do that. Sounds unsuitable to me. Nice Treos. Roger says, lock incoming. Cam says, this is every puzzle game like this for me. Are there fewer errors now? I believe so, yes. So, now I just need to clear out so we can get down to the final 3 cards. Let's do this. No, I can't. That's not close enough. But I can get rid of the 7. Get rid of the 8. I don't know what the exclamation points mean. Honestly! It's too far away. Oh, they're the cards that are locked next turn. Okay. So getting rid of them means there's less locked the next turn. I see. Huh. Let's see, okay. Can't get rid of that one. That's a locked one. Uh-oh, we may be at a bit of a standstill here. None of these are lining up. Let's be happy you're unlikely to have to face the chipper/cyber puzzle choice. What? So here's the thing. I have possibly boned myself here. There may not be a move here. The music isn't helping. I mean, the music is fine, but oh, it says undo move. Okay. I don't mind the music at all. Maybe undo the start now that you know how it works? There, got it. Nope, one more. One more. Oh, no. But it's locked. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to undo another move. Okay. Wait, no, undo move. That was the 4. Oh, because they're different numbers. Okay. Well, again. And it's blocked again. God damn it. Don't got it. Yeah, no. Alright, so undo another move. There we go. We did it. We did it. Memory restored. View. Memory, a new rubric. The orange light of the administrator fizzled, blinking occasionally, common for programs of his advanced age. His voice croaked as he asked his last question. Do you understand? He fiddled with the light rings on his fingers as Prince considered everything he'd been told. He had studied under his mentor for 100 cycles, learning everything that could be learned about the repository and its many functions. In every sense that mattered, he did indeed understand. He also understood that the administrator hated him, that ego and pride would never allow him to accept Prince as his successor. He was old and fat and utterly useless, taking up space that Prince had earned many times over. It was in that moment that Prince decided to de-res his mentor at the earliest opportunity. He knew his function. You hand the disc back to Grish, who replaces it on Prince's back. Prince stretches, rolling his neck, and smiles to himself. Ah, that's better. No, repository, Treos, not suppository. He turns to face you. So, what is your conclusion in this case? It's too early to say. Yes, quite. I respect your discretion in the matter. How long does this usually take? Where are we at time-wise? Now we got about 20 minutes left. As long as it takes? I mean, I don't have that information out of character to know that. 3 dates. It takes 3 dates. It got it. Then on that third date, Mosier. He says, yeah. How long will that take? As long as it takes. The engineer response. Watch your tone, program. Prince tightens. Time is short, and it is important that your work here is swift. I am, of course, comfortable to answer any questions you have of me or Grish here before you resume your investigation. Ask as many as you like. How will Sierra's fellow programs react to his imprisonment? Prince laughs. Not well, I imagine. As you no doubt gathered from your conversation with him, his kind, the Automota, stand directly opposed to the sanctity of our civilization. They blaspheme and they mock, and they bring nothing to back up their outlandish claims. They refuse the existence of the users, but can provide no evidence of their absence. It is infuriating. Prince shrinks back a little from his tirade. More of his kind every day, making demands of the rest of us. That seems racist. Prince says, I sincerely hope they are not foolish enough to start a fight over this. You are uncertain of his sincerity. How long before the explosion did Cass arrive with the item for storage? Barely enough time for us to register the arrival on our systems. Whoever did this, they knew ahead of time. They planned this, Grish says. It's not good. Points to someone with information about our procedures. Oh, it's far worse than that. It implies the involvement of someone with information about the procedures of Core. Prince winces. Whoever did this knows more about the comings and goings of our vault than I do. Why hide away all this information? Did Ada not give you her usual speech about pruning and refining information? Prince smiles. We don't hide anything. We maintain society via careful control of data. It requires a delicate and respectful touch. Yeah, sounds like explicitly not Sierra, yes. Grish says there is information that can kill, program. It doesn't sit well with you. No more questions. As you wish. Prince's head tilts slightly to the side and he raises 2 fingers to his ear. An incoming message. Yes. Where? I see. He looks back to you, a determined flash to his eyes. It would appear we have an issue. Where? Prince appears shaken. My exterior guards tell me a known criminal has just landed on the building. Her name is Proxy. Have you encountered her before? The name rings a bell. Should. I believe she is wanted for a number of crimes, some of the worst imaginable. Grish tenses. She's a thief, a pirate. No respect at all for the work done here. Prince goes to his shelves and begins to pack a few items into a small bag. This is no coincidence. She must surely be involved in the theft tonight. I am moving to a secure location. Grish, you're coming with me. As you wish. Query, for my security, I'm afraid I can't tell you where I'm going. I will still be in the repository, but I will be unavailable for now. He finishes filling the bag up and seals it. I know your order doesn't engage in ongoing events, that you are forbidden from interfering, but I need you to reconsider that oath in service of myself, our work, and core. I need you to go up there and meet this interloper. I need you to find out her involvement in the vault explosion and prevent her from doing any more damage. When the time is right, I will return. I will ask questions. Let's talk booty. Right? Pirate, absolutely. Proxy downloads on torrents. Yep, 100%. That's all I need for now. I trust you'll make the right decisions if one must be made. Prinz chose to trust you. Prinz is a moron. I'm not here for him. Space Pickle says I had to look away. Did I miss any makeouts? What does that say? Oh, sure, I don't know that I want to read that. He picks up the bag and heads for the elevator. Grish follows behind, disc in hand. She's on the landing pad, Query. I suspect some of your answers are up there with her. Get your bearings. Digital Frontier says get your bearings. Unknown location. Oh, they're in an unknown location. So we got landing pad. The only access and exit point to the building since Grish locked you in. Library, vault, and lobby. So, alright, let's go to the landing pad. The landing pad juts out of the side of the repository like a grid bug clinging unsteadily to a mountain. Oh, wait, do I have any dots here to... I do, hold on. Secure data crate. Ooh, landing pad. That's the last location unlocked. Smang equals smash plus bang. God. Incoming data can be stored or transferred to crates like this for transport to the library or a vault. For convenience, Core will often store data trees and records in crates elsewhere, then transport them via recognizer, carrier ship, or light rail. You've found a lot of clues in the past by skimming these crates. Programs can be careless with the amount of data they leave lying around. In this case, it's unlikely that you'll find anything of value. Whatever happened here happened recently. The information you need is held by the witnesses and programs around you. You're starting to relate to grid bugs. You're no negotiator. You've never interacted with an active crime directly. The disciples of Tron investigate. They do not instigate. A yell tears through the rain, breaks your process. Greetings, program. Unlocked. Proxy. Independence without function is alien to you. You cannot process the idea of a program who seeks only that which they need without fulfilling a higher purpose. Proxy is such a program, driven by survival and ambition, an unpredictable and chaotic element in the system. Proxy is a thief and well known to the DOT. How you deal with her presence will have a massive impact on events. Choose wisely and quickly. Freya says, alright, I'm very tired, so I'm calling it a night. I and my cat Mumbo bid you good night. Good night, Treos. Good night, Pterodactyl. Alright, we got a few more minutes. She stands in the center of the platform. Behind her, a stolen recognizer takes off, soaring back into whichever corner of the city it's usually hidden. She walks towards you. Her swagger implies casual charm, but you can sense a readiness to strike. Danger may not be present, but it is certainly pre-cached. Also, no smooching so far, that's right. I said greetings, program. Playful anger crosses her eyes. Do you have a name? I'm Query. She laughs at you. You're more of a riddle wrapped in an enigma. No, it's... I know. You're DOT, right? Sworn to find truth outside the wheels of power, etc., etc.? But it's still a charmingly fitting name. I'm Proxy. I'm sure you've already been told a great deal about me. Her data disk? Is she got multiple colors? Multiple shades of green? Like, It looks like a yellow green here and here, but like a regular green down below, and then almost a blue to the boots? That's a first. Why don't you give me your side of it? I'm a scoundrel, a ne'er-do-well, a good-for-nothing. Well, nothing except liberating the property of bigger scoundrels. It's the rain. Oh, okay. She does a little sarcastic bow. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. I think we're going to be very good friends, Detective. He's toying with you, testing your boundaries. Before you ask me your questions and we get to negotiating what happens next, I have one pressing question, if I may. Go for it. It's less of a question than an observation, really. It unsettles me. My question is, why is this landing pad not secured? No guards, nothing preventing my landing, unloading. My code whispers trap to me. I should have been surrounded by 6 angry programs with discs in hand the moment I set foot on such sacred ground. The word sacred was stressed, ringed for every available drop of sarcasm. No offense, but you're not as scary as the welcome I anticipated. Something happened here? Or the usual programs occupied? I can't see Proxy returning to the scene of the crime after a major theft. This is an inside job. I suspect over everyone. I suspect Prinz or whatever his name is. So let's be free with our information. There was an explosion. She nods, play acting, taking new information on board, pondering, considering the nuances of this new revelation, all in order to mock you for not realizing she was already aware, no doubt. The explosion tore apart your vaults. When someone like me sees that happen to a facility legendary for its security, I think to myself, maybe there's an opportunity there. And then, when I arrive and see that the guards have scattered elsewhere, I become certain that there's an opportunity. She gestures at you. You're all they had to send up to me, no doubt, tightening security around the Zealot Prinz. How is Grish, by the way? You know each other? We used to. We fought together in the war. I think we took wildly different lessons from our time together. First sign of weakness, a little sadness crosses her face. It's gone in an instant, partitioned away under layers of bravado. I'm here because I see an opportunity to take something of my own, while you're busy chasing around that other thief. Why tell me? Because it's fun to have an audience. She smiles, but knows that's not a good enough answer. You're a DOT. You investigate. You don't prevent. I'll be long gone before your case officially opens against me. You'll never find me. She's working very hard to appear confident. It's almost working. Confident, but out of boasts. ... Ask your questions, then. Tell me about the war. She looks down. Nothing to tell. A bad time. A time I'd rather forget. I could help with that? She recoils. Keep your hands away from my disc if you want to keep them, program. She has had the most sensible reaction to what I do of any of the programs. She has had the most sensible reaction out of anyone. Tell me what you're going to steal. Data. There are great secrets being kept in this building. One in particular has infinite value. I need it. She smiles, empowered by even the idea of it. How do you know it's here? She's a user? Maybe. Everything is here, Query. Ada's garden contains everything our society has ever created, and everything gifted to us by our creator. When Flynn created this grid, he left behind code which would empower a program in ways we cannot imagine, give them abilities beyond anything any program has ever possessed. I will find that code tonight. It's here somewhere. Where? I don't know. I will. Are you going to hurt programs tonight? Only those I need to, those that get in my way. Matter of fact, to the point, no bravado. Derezzing is easy for you? She gestures as if throwing her disc. It's all in the wrists. I do what I have to survive. She holds your eyes, no budge. Let's move on. Good, I think I'm done talking. Her tone has shifted, the bravado of earlier has slipped away. She's finished playing. I'm going to walk past you now. I'm going to walk past you and into the repository. Once there, I will do what I have to do to find what I came for. You need to get out of my way. She reaches to her back, draws her disc. It sparks and shivers with energy. You have no doubt she knows how to use it. I'm not your enemy. Good. Don't forget it. A bullying tone. You don't like it. You wonder how she'll use this power she covets. And then it happens. She moves fast, closing the gap between you, holding her disc to your neck. You feel the sizzle of it brush against you. You instinctively draw your own disc, just like you were taught. You hold it millimeters from her neck. A few particles of her hair turn to light and drift off the platform, sliced by your weapon. You're a fast program. She jumps back, adopting a throwing stance. You mirror her. Stop. I don't want to fight. I promise you, unless you lower your disc, there will be one, and it will be brief. She stands ready, a stalemate. This moment matters, a choice either way. Chat! I want the data here to be free. Like, me Skippy, not necessarily Query. But from the beginning, Query doesn't exactly like it either. I think I should drop my disc. Prince had no right to ask me to betray my vow, and I am not going to betray my vow. Drop my disc. Cam says let her go. Yep. You open your right hand, dropping the disc to the floor beneath you. It clanks, metal against metal. I'm not your enemy, Proxy. My job is to investigate, not fight you. She smiles, replacing her disc on her back. I'm glad, genuinely. Let her Robin Hood, yeah. Mosher says, parts of me wants to throw to bait as Skip died, but drop is fine. She walks over, picks up your disc, and hands it back to you before brushing past to the elevator. Next time I see you, Query, I will have the power of Flynn. I'll remember the respect you showed me. The elevator door is closed. She is gone. The rain continues to smash the landing pad. You stand alone. You did that which no DOT must ever do. You made a decision. I didn't have a choice. It's becoming a dangerous habit tonight. It's so cold out here. I'll leave. Trusted protocol. Allow an outside threat to enter the repository. Alright, we can go back to the vault, the library, the landing pad, the admin office, the lobby. If we go to the admin office, we could search it without them being there. But for now, hopefully it says it's got autosave, so we're going to trust that. But for now, we are at time. So you've been watching on twitch.tv/SkipForJ, where I stream every Tuesday and Thursday around 9 p.m. Eastern, and one day on the weekend.
Damn it, Izzy, that's not helping.
That's how I feel about that, Mosher, yes. That's how I feel about that. Alright, 5 jumping jacks for Mosher. Alright, Mosher. Oh God, my knees. Alright. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 jumping jacks for Mosher. It wouldn't let Space Pickle redeem Damn It Izzy because Cam was doing it. 1 week later, those videos go live on YouTube at youtube.com/skipforj, where they're grouped by game into playlist in order chronologically, so you can watch the playthrough from beginning to end. If you'd like to support me, you can check out my Ko-Fi at ko-fi.com/skipforj. You can buy me a coffee there, and I love coffee. You can check out my Writery goodness over at davidmcrampton.com, and my fiction is available in both dead tree and electronic formats. Or you can check out my webcomic at fofcomic.com. It's got Robits in it, and you can purchase paper issues there at the site. Or you can subscribe to me here on Twitch. Get yourself some emotes and turn off some ads. But yeah, remember everybody, even when you're forced to make decisions, you're awesome. And you've got this.